Do you know how critical honeybees are to our ecosystem? They are. And the fact is that honeybees are dying at astronomical rates in the US and around the world, and it's hurting not only our economy, but also our food supply chain. Colony collapse disorder, CCD. It's a phenomenon in which worker bees from a honeybee colony abruptly disappear. The US bee population went through this in 2006, and this is significant because many agricultural crops worldwide are pollinated by honeybees. According to the Agriculture and Consumer Protection Department of the UN, the worth of global crops with honeybees pollination was estimated to be close to, listen to this, $200 billion. In response, home improvement chain Lowe will stop selling a type of pesticide suspected of causing a decline in honeybee population following other US retailers who have taken similar steps recently. Nick, this is really nice from them, but I don't believe that necessarily it's honest. Maybe it's just a lip service because it might be too little too late.
I agree. I think, well, they kind of saw this as a win-win situation. Yeah, anything can help, right? No matter what little thing you do, it's not going to make a huge impact. But yeah, them not selling certain products might help a little bit, but they saw that as an opportunity for sure to be like, to have everyone say, ooh, look at Lowe's, the good guy, they're so nice, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you know, the U.S. is quick to deny these things. You mentioned 2006. In 2006, yes. It was the worst. And they're saying since then, in the past 9 years, they've been growing steadily. We're talking 100,000 new hives every year. You know, they're kind of trying to deny it. I don't know why. Do you think there's any reason they're...
Check this out, and it's great. Let me give you the background for this. There is the discrepancy that just came out because in one end we have the establishment and even the White House saying, yes, there are these pesticides known as neonics, and they are sold by agrochemical companies to boost yields of crops, but also they're used widely on consumer grade plants. If you go to these stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, and you go and you buy your little plants, they find out that half of the plants that you can buy in these stores are infected or treated with these pesticides. So you take that to your house and plant it, and the bees come and they pollinate those plants and they die.
Why? What's so bad about this one?
Here's the thing, that pesticide is different because it's systemic. What that means is that it gets absorbed by all the structures of the plant. So the bees take the pollen and it's in the pollen versus other pesticides that have the pesticides stay only in the surface of the plants and the flowers. But the USDA just came out with this study that says, well, actually, we've been looking into it and it seems like this chemical is not to blame because we've been feeding this chemical to the bees and we haven't seen that they die at the rate. So they're trying to say, we're not denying this from happening, we just need to open up and say, which leads me to think, is this for real or is this lobbying from the chemical companies that are trying to push their product and say, hey, why don't you are a little softer with your reading of the problem and declare that maybe this pesticide is not the driving force behind the death of the bees?
Would not be surprised. We see that all over the place. We see it from the bees we're affecting all the way to the food that we're eating. So we do it to the bees, we do it to ourselves too. Hey, we're spreading these pesticides all over the place. Until we find another alternative, I don't think it's ever going to end.
Well, we want to know, what do you think? Do you think it's important that this establishment and companies act correctly and start taking out of the market these products that are harmful to our ecosystem? Or is too little too late? Let us know what you think, and please subscribe to the Leap TV 2.